This is a clear example of systemic homophobia and systemic transphobia in the TCDSB, where it's self-created and it's visible in a way that it stands out to be an issue greater than nearby other Catholic school boards. An example is the student survey, the student census. The Toronto Catholic Board chose in 2022 in its student census of elementary age students not to include questions about sexual orientation or gender identity. And it actually admitted that the reason it omitted those questions was because it believed that its family community was not prepared to handle those questions. That's what they admitted. In contrast, look at what Ottawa Catholic did. Ottawa Catholic has this extensive form available on its website about why it's doing its survey, questions that can be answered, links to the Act, the Ontario Human Rights Code. Here's a link to the actual survey itself. You can open it and read for yourself the questions that its elementary age students received this school year. One of the questions was on gender identity. There's an explanation of it. There was a presumption when asking these questions that the families reading this would be able to understand, or the students, the older students doing the survey themselves, would be able to understand the question. They asked the question. This is Halton Catholic. Again, another form, online information, lots of information in different languages as well, explaining why they're doing the survey. Here are links to the surveys in 6 languages. This is the English version. You will see when it comes to gender identity that they have even more options than the Ottawa Catholic Board did. There is a presumption by the Halton Catholic Board that its family community could handle these types of questions. Either the parents answering it for younger students or for older elementary students answering this question themselves. This year, Halton Catholic and Ottawa Catholic will have data based on this question. In contrast, the Toronto Catholic Board doesn't have a question about gender identity or sexual orientation. There's not much information actually online in comparison to the Halton Catholic or Ottawa Catholic boards. This letter brings you back to this page. Again, not as much information. There's no link that I see that's easily available to see the actual survey. There was a town hall, an online town hall, similar to what Ottawa Catholic and Halton Catholic did. And in this town hall, a student asked the question, why aren't you including questions about sexual orientation or gender identity? And the admission was a belief that the TCDSB family community may not be able to handle those types of questions yet. Again, if that is not an admission that we have a problem with systemic homophobia and systemic transphobia, and that the problem in part is self-created, then what is?